When we think of World War II, images of thundering tanks and soaring warplanes come to mind. Yet some of the most daring and dangerous missions were carried out on two wheels. This is the definitive overview of every major motorcycle pressed into service during the Second World War across every major combatant nation. The Zundap KS 750 was the primary rival to the BMW R75. This heavy sidecar combination offered similar features, including a hydraulically damped sidecar wheel and a shaft drive. It was renowned for its immense torque and rugged durability. The Zundup K800 was a unique machine featuring a four-cylinder engine. Although less common than the Boxer twins, its smooth power delivery and high cruising speed made it highly valued for escort and long-distance liaison duties. The Zundap KS 600 was the German military version of Zundap's 600cc civilian sports model. It was fast and reliable, often used solo for scouting and command courier tasks early in the war. The Zundap K500W was a sturdy 500cc flat twin. This machine predated the KS series. While it lacked the advanced features of later models, its sheer simplicity ensured it remained a frontline workhorse throughout the conflict. The Zundap DB200 was the smallest motorcycle model supplied by Zundap to the Wehrmacht. This modest 200 cubic centimeter two-stroke was mostly reserved for training and very light communications duties far behind the front line. The NSU Kettenkrad. Is it a tractor? Is it a motorcycle? It is the Kettenkrad. This incredible half-track vehicle was designed to be towed or driven by a rider. It was extremely effective in deep mud or snow and capable of hauling heavy loads. The NSU 251 OSL was a 250 cubic centimeter overhead valve machine, a popular medium-range motorcycle for communication units. It was known for its decent speed and economical fuel consumption compared to the larger twins. The NSU 601 OSL was the heaviest of the OSL range. This machine offered good power for both solo high-speed dispatch work and light sidecar mounting. It was one of the most successful German civilian models adapted for military use. The DKW NZ 350 was one of the most ubiquitous German military bikes, especially on the Eastern Front. It was a rugged two-stroke single-cylinder, famed for its easy maintenance, though later versions utilized resource-saving materials. The DKW RT-125 was the smallest machine offered by DKW. This design was so successful that after the war, its plans were seized and used as the basis for motorcycles worldwide, including the Harley-Davidson Hummer and the Russian Minsk. The Triumph B-Die 250 watts was produced by the German branch of Triumph based in Nuremberg. This lightweight 250 cubic centimeter machine was used by the Wehrmacht for light dispatch riding and communications duties. The matchless G3L was revolutionary for its use of telescopic front forks, providing superior handling compared to the girder forks found on most Allied machines. It quickly became a favorite among dispatch riders. The Ariel WNG was the military version of the Ariel NG civilian model. It was a rugged, reliable 350 cubic centimeter overhead valve design, commonly used for dispatch and reconnaissance duties throughout the war. The Velocet MAF was a small, specialized 350 cubic centimeter machine adapted for military use. Velocet only produced these in modest numbers, but they were highly regarded for their mechanical precision and efficiency. The Excelsior Wellbike was designed purely for airborne operations. This tiny, extremely compact folding motorcycle used a 98 cubic centimeter engine. It was stored in a protective container and issued to British paratroopers, seeing action notably during Operation Market Garden. The James ML was developed later in the war to meet the demand for simple, light military motorcycles. The ML stood for military lightweight. It shared similar design principles and engine size with the Wellbike, but was a non-folding design. Next on the list is the Soviet Union, USSR. The M72 was the primary Soviet heavy sidecar motorcycle, heavily based on the German BMW R71 design. Thousands were built and served reliably on the Eastern Front, often armed with a mounted machine gun. The TIZ AM600 was a robust, medium-capacity Soviet motorcycle produced by the Taganrog factory. It was known for its reliable single-cylinder engine and saw extensive service as a solo scout and communications vehicle. The PMZA-750 was a heavy Soviet V-twin motorcycle in early war design. While powerful, it was complex to manufacture and proved less reliable in the harsh conditions of the Eastern Front than the later M72. The IZH-9 models represent the standard light and medium motorcycle output from the IZH factory. They provided essential dispatch and light personnel transport, with designs often based on pre-war DKW standards. The L-300 was a simple pre-war Soviet motorcycle, often referred to as the Red Star. It was a basic 300cc machine used primarily for light liaison and training purposes,